Good morning, friends. Happy Thursday. I hope you're having a good day so far. We are back to decimals, and I want to do a little bit of a review, but today's lesson is super easy. It's got the coolest trick, so you're going to be like, whew, not so much thinking as yesterday, okay? All right, so let's do a little bit of a review. First, let's look at our green cards up here. So remember, when I took this 1 and I chopped it up into 10 pieces, I got tenths. When I chopped it up into 100 pieces, I got hundredths. And if I chopped it up into 1,000 pieces, I got thousandths. Let's see if we can practice reading some of these. Okay, remember when there's just one number after the point, we just say tenths after it. So let's try this. 8 tenths. Good job. 9 tenths. Oh, there's 2 numbers. Do you remember what we say after 2 numbers? With 2 numbers, we say hundredths after the number. So just read the number. 81 hundredths. Good job. 91 hundredths. Okay, remember when there's 3 numbers after a decimal point, we say thousandths. Okay, here we go. 131 thousandths. There's still 3 numbers. Even though one's a 0, it still counts. 31 thousandths. Good work. Okay, remember with our mixed decimals, we're going to say and when we see this dot. Okay, ready? 4 and, one number, 9 tenths. 4 and 9 tenths. 3 and 7 tenths. 2 and 3 tenths. Okay, that was our little warm-up, not as long, but I want you guys to look up at the board because we're doing something fun and it's super easy, which Miss Roach loves when it's easy and not tricky. Okay, so let me get my markers here. And what we're gonna do today is we are gonna learn how to write decimals as fractions. So they're gonna give us a decimal like the 0.7, 0.24, 0.178, like just like these. And we are going to turn them into fractions. And there's only 2 easy steps you have to do. Are you ready? Okay. The first step is to write the number on top. And when I say on top, I mean when you think of a fraction, we have our numerator and our denominator. Whatever number you see, that is going to be your top number. Okay? So let's do the first one. 4. What number do you see? 4. That is going to be my top number. So I'm going to write a 4 there. Hopefully that's not too small. You guys can see that. Now let's figure out how to find out what the bottom number is. Second step. Count how many digits pass the decimal. So how many digits, a digit is a number, how many digits pass the decimal? There is only 1. If there is 1 digit, we put it over 10. If there are 2 digits, we put it over 100. If there are 3 digits, we put it over 1,000. Okay? So this is only 1 digit, so I'm going to put it over 10. 0.4 is the same as 4 tenths. All right, who thinks this is easy? All right, let's see. First step, write the number on top. What's my number on top? 28. I'm gonna write a 28. Count how many digits past the decimal? 1, 2. 2 digits, put it over 100. 0.28 is the same as 28 hundredths. Okay, let's do the next one. 0.162, all right? Write the number. What number do we see here? 162, okay, 162. Count how many digits past the decimal? 1, 2, 3. 3 digits, put it over 1,000. .162 is the same as 162 thousandths. And that's technically how we read those decimals. I wouldn't say .162. I would say 162 thousandths, 162 thousandths, 28 hundredths, 28 hundredths, 4 tenths, 4 tenths. All of these, friends, are equal. These are the exact same amount. Okay, if I said I'm going to give you 0.4 or 4 tenths, which one do you want? You would say it doesn't matter, Ms. Roach, it's the same. Okay, all of these are equal. Are you ready to do some more? Okay, let's look. I'm going to stand off to the side, but you guys look at our rules. Okay, it's a little bit of glare. Let me see if does that make it better or worse? Maybe better. Okay, all right, here we go. This says 0.61. What's my number on top? Okay, 61. That's what I'm going to write. How many digits are there? 1, 2. 2 digits, put it over 100. Let's do the next one. What's this whole number we see here? 7. I don't have to write 0, 7, but I could if I wanted to. But it's kind of like if I said, how old are you guys? And some of you said, I'm 9 years old. If I put a 0 in front, does that still say 9? Yeah, that still says 9. What if I put the 0 after it? Does that say 9? No, that says 90, right? So it's okay to put a 0 in front of a whole number here, and it won't change it, but if you put it after it, it will, okay? So on this one, I could either put 0, 7, or I could just say 7. Either way is right. All right, how many digits? 2. So I have to put 100. So even though I could write this just like this, and you might say, well, Ms. Roach, there's only one number. How come you didn't put a 10? Because there's 2 digits. 0 counts as a digit, okay? So 1, 2, I gotta choose 2 digits. I gotta choose 100. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, what's this number say? 8. How many numbers, how many digits past the decimal? There's only 1. 1 digit, we put 10. All right, what does this say? Ooh, that's a big number. 195. Okay, let's write it. 195. How many digits? 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 digits. I have to write 1,000. Okay, last one. What is this number? 3. How many digits past the decimal? Just 1. 1 digit, put it over 10. Okay, so 61 hundredths, 7 hundredths, 8 tenths, 195 thousandths, and 3 tenths. So Roach needs some water. Let me grab some. I'm talking too much. I've got my little water bottle. Okay, all right, guys. That wasn't too tricky, right? And if you say, I don't know if I have it yet, Miss Roach, don't worry, we're gonna practice it together on our paper right now, okay? So let's share our screen. Make sure you have your book open to page 233, okay? And we're gonna go straight down to the class practice. All right. So the first part, they want us to put an equal sign if they're equal, and an equal sign with a cross through it, a slash, meaning not equal, if they're not equal, okay? So let's first look at 0.4. Is 0.4 the same as 4 tenths? Well, let's check. Let's see if they followed the rule. Did they write a 4 on top? Yes. How many digits past the decimal? 1. Did they choose 10? Remember, with 1 digit past the decimal, we do 10. 2 digits, 100. 3 digits, 1,000. Did they? Yes, they did. They use 10. So this is equals. All right, let's look at B. 0.1. Is 0.1 1/10? Yes, they wrote a 1 on top, one digit, 10. Remember, whenever it's point, whatever number, 0.5, 0.4, 0.9, it's always going to be 10th. So 0.9, 9/10. 0.8, 8/10. 0.4, 4/10. 0.1, 1/10. Okay, that's a good rule to memorize. Okay, let's do, I'm going to go in order here, okay? Let's go to C. 0.71. Is that 71/10? Wait a minute. They wrote 71, but there are 2 digits. What should we put under a number with 2 digits? 100. That's right. So guys, this is not equal. So see how I did the not equal sign? Okay, let's look at the next one. 0.68, is that 68 hundredths? Let's see, they wrote the right number on top. 2 digits, 100. Yes, that is equal. Okay, let's go to the second row. Rewind, go back here. Okay, we're on E. Is 0.581 the same as 581 thousandths? Let's see. They wrote 581. There are 1, 2, 3 digits. Did they put it over 1,000? Yes, they did. That is equal. Okay, let's look at F. 0.6. Is that 6 hundredths? Let's check. They wrote a 6. There's 1 digit. What do I write if there's only 1 digit? Look at 0.4 and 0.1 right above it. A 10. 0.4 is 4/10. 0.1 is 1/10. 0.6 should be written as what? 6/10. So this is not equal. You guys are getting good at this. All right, let's try G. 0.93. Is that 93 hundredths? Let's see. They put our 93 on top. That's right. 2 digits. Two digits means 100. So yes, that is equal. All right, let's check the last one. 0.141. Okay, they copied it right. How many digits? 1, 2, 3. Over 1,000. That's right. So this is equal. Did anyone notice a little trick with the number of digits and the number of zeros on the denominator? Let me show you with a different color. I'm going to do it in purple. Let's look at 68. 2 digits. How many zeros? 1, 2. 0.141. How many digits? 1, 2, 3. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3. Let's look at 93. 1, 2. How many zeros? 1, 2. So the number of zeros has to match the number of digits. That's why on this one, 7-1 has 2 digits, but 10 only has 1 0. That's why it was not equal, because the zeros don't match with the number of digits. Okay, we're learning all these cool tricks. Okay, so now we get to do it ourselves. They want us to write the fraction. Okay, so let's think of we'll do these 4 first. Okay, so we'll do 4 at a time, and then I'll slide it over. Okay, so 0.7, what is my first step? First step is to write the number you see on top. Okay, so this is going to be my fraction bar right here, guys. So what number do I see? A 7. Everyone write a 7. Okay, how many digits? 1. So what am I going to write? 10, right? Because it has 1 0, 1 0, 1 digit. Okay, let's do the next one. 51. Okay, write that on top. Just copy it over. How many digits? 2. So we're not going to write 10. What number has 2 zeros? 100. 1 0 0. 51 hundredths. Okay, let's try the next one. 0.49. Okay, write your 49. How many digits? 2. So what am I going to write? 100. Yay, you guys are doing so good. Okay, how about this one? Okay, copy that number over, 157. Ooh, how many digits, guys? 1, 2, 3. So what do I have to write? 1,000, because 1,000 has 3 zeros. Good job. Who's getting this? All right, let's keep going. If I'm going too fast, pause the video, because sometimes I feel like I get excited and I go fast. I'll try to go slower on these next ones. Okay, letter C. Okay, what is my first step? My first step is to copy it over. So I'm just going to copy it over. 323. What will I put underneath this? 10, 100, or 1,000? There are 3 digits, so I'm going to put 1,000. 1,000 has 3 zeros, and 323 has 3 digits. Okay, let's do the next one. 0.9. Look at the number and write it on top. I'm looking at the number, I'm writing it on top. How many digits? Only 1. So what will I put on the bottom? 10. If there is 1 digit, you write a 10. If there are 2 digits, you write 100. If there are 3 digits, you write 1,000. Okay, let's do the next one. 0.3. Copy your number over. There is only one number, just like the 9. So I'm just going to put a 10. That says 3/10. Okay, copy your number. 21. How many digits? 2. There are 2 digits, so I'm going to put it over 100. That says 21/100. Okay, friends, who feels good about this? If you're liking it, they tell you to go to page 333 and do some extra ones in the back of your book. Okay, so that's something you can do for fun if you want to. All right, let's go look at our page in the back. We've got some fun ones to do here. Are we ready? Okay, it says fill in the place value names. So this will be easy. I'm actually going to start in the ones place here. So which one is the ones? Look at all those numbers. Oh, here's a hint. Do you see the decimal point? See it right here? The ones place is to the left of the decimal. Yes, the 2. Everyone write the word ones there. And we're going to do all the ones first. So we're going to do it, we're going to go up. Okay, so ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, and I'm going to leave this up, so don't worry if you write slower than me. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. It's hard for me to write this neat. 100,000s. I'm going to abbreviate with a dot there. And then this would be millions. Okay, so let me read those to you. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. That's what you should have there. So I'm going to give you a second, pause the video, get those copied down. Okay, once you have those copied down, and I'm going to change colors here, we're going to write our decimals. Okay, so remember, what was to the right of the magnet? What was that first word? Tenths. Remember, that was as if I cut this little cube into 10 slices and took one slice, that would be a tenth. If I cut this cube into 100 pieces, that would be a 100th. And if I cut this into 1,000 pieces and took one of those pieces, that would be thousandths. Make sure you spell those correctly. Go slow, take your time. Tenths, hundredths, thousands. The green ones are to the right of the decimal. The purple ones are to the left of the decimal. Okay, let's go ahead and do number 4 together. If you need more time, pause that and get that copied down. Okay, number 4. Write the number figures for these words. Okay, let's read it. And when we see the and, I want you to box the and. Okay, 643 and 7. And when you see a word, tenths, hundredths, or thousands, I want you to put a slash through it. Okay, so 7 tenths, like that. Okay, now the reason we're going to put a slash through a tenth, hundredth, or thousand and a box on the and is because we don't want to write numbers for those. Okay, so we're only going to write numbers for what is underlined squiggly. Okay, so what's my first squiggly line? 643. How do I write 643? 6, 4, 3. Everyone write that. Does anyone remember what little symbol we're going to write when we see and? And is a decimal point. So everyone put a decimal point after your 3. All right, what is after and? 7. So write a 7, and that's all you have to do. Tenths just means how many spots is it past the decimal point? Only 1. Well, 7 has only 1 number, so we're good. Okay, let's do the next one. 3,411 hundredths. Now see how I put a slash through hundredths? Because that's not a number. And I put a box around and, because that just means point. Okay, what does it say in front of the and? 3,400. How do I write 3,400? You know, I forgot one thing. Do you guys remember when we see thousand, what we draw on top of the thousand? We haven't done this in so long. We draw a comma. Draw a comma over the word thousand, okay? Because thousand just means comma. So we're gonna write 3, 400. How do I write 400? 400. That says 3,400. Okay, and what do we write for and? A decimal point. Good. And 11 hundredths. So how do I write 11? 1, 1. Hundredths means 2 digits past the decimal. Is 11 made up of 2 digits? Yes. So that's all we have to do. That says 3,411 hundredths. Okay, let's do C. 15 and 3 hundredths. Remember, slash anytime you see tenths, hundredths, or thousand. Box every time you see and. Okay, what does it say in front of and? 15. And means point. Now this one's a little tricky. This says 3 hundredths. So normally I would just write a 3, but it says hundredths. Hundredths means there are 3 numbers past the decimal point. Well, if I write a 3 here, are there 3 numbers past the decimal point? There's only 1. How can I write 3 using 3 numbers? I'll give you a hint. Zeros will help you. Yes, guys. 0, 0, 3. Now there are 3 numbers, but it still says 3. If I wrote 300, that says 300 hundredths. If I wrote 030, that would say 30 hundredths. But if I write 003, that says 3 hundredths. Okay, good job, you guys. That was a little tricky. Who loves doing bar graphs? This is actually a green problem, so you don't have to do it, but I'm gonna get it set up for you because I think it's so fun. I love these bar graphs. So we've got Ellen, we've got Tom, and we've got Rob. And what are they, what are we graphing? Ellen has 5 oranges, Tom has 9 oranges, Rob has 6 oranges. Okay, so all we're gonna do is label the bottom with how many oranges. So should we just count by ones, guys? Okay, let's do it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and then you guys can graph in your numbers. So Ellen has 5 oranges. So I'm going to draw all the way to the 5. There we go. Tom has how many oranges? 6. No, 9. Tom has 9. So I got to go all the way to the 9. Stop. Okay. And Rob has 6. So I'm going to go all the way to the 6 and stop. I went a little bit past the 6 there, didn't I? My lines aren't the straightest. Miss Roach was going kind of quick there. But take your time, go slow. Those are always fun to do. I like them. Okay. All right. Let's go down here, friends. All right. We are not going to do this whole page, but I want to do one of the word problems. And then I'm going to show you, I'll read the other word problem so you can kind of see what to do. And then I'm going to tell you what's going to happen for the rest of the page. Okay. So this is our last one we'll do together. Deanna baked 2 pies. Of each pie, 1/5 had been eaten. How much of each pie remains? Okay, so this is actually more of a think one. We've got 2 pies, okay? And 1/5 has been eaten. This is a little tricky for me. I'm gonna see if I can cut these into 5 slices. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that pretty equal? My slices aren't very equal. It's because my dot I don't think was quite in the middle here. So let me try to do this one a little bit better. Oh no, that one's not so good either. Let's see. No, it's not bad. Okay, so there's my pies. And it says 1/5 had been eaten. So I'm going to fill in the pie that's left. Okay. So that means this piece would be left. Let's do a different color. Okay, this piece would be left, this piece would be left, this piece would be left, and this piece would be left. Yes? This piece would be left, this one would be left, this one would be left, and that one would be left. Okay. So if 1/5 had been eaten, how much of each pie remains? Now they don't want to know how much all the pieces all together, just each pie. So we're just going to look at one pie. So let's look at this one. How much of the pie is left? The white part indicates the part that was eaten. The purple parts show what's still there. So how many are still there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 pieces left out of how many? Out of 5. So, oh, decline. Sorry, guys. So 4/5 out of, oh, my goodness. This is fun. We'll have to tell Lee. He was calling me during a video. Okay. All right. I'll have to tell him. He was texting me for some questions. Okay, back to our math page. Okay, so we're at 4/5. Okay. And that is how much is left. Okay, guys? All right, I'm gonna read this one to you, but you're gonna do it by yourself. 3 girls went blackberry picking. Brianna picked 1.5 quarts. Damaris picked 1 1/4 quarts. Amanda picked 1 3/8 quarts. How many quarts of blackberries did they pick in all? Guys, what do we do with in all? That's right, we're gonna add, okay? So go ahead and add those up. Now our denominators don't match, So you gotta go slow and definitely do this on scratch paper. There is no room on this paper for that problem. Unless you write really tiny, but even then it can be tricky. Okay, guys. Today is Thursday, and because Miss Roach is doing some special things for Mother's Tea for tomorrow, I'm not gonna call you guys, okay? But I'm gonna do something great for you guys right now. You guys are gonna do letter B by yourself and these ones here. Okay, I'm gonna circle them. But I'm gonna give you the answers when you're finished so you can check your own work, all right? So you're gonna pause the video as long as it takes for you to do these. When you're finished, you're gonna push play and you're gonna try and see how you did. Okay, friends? All right, so pause the video, go slow, take your time, you got this, and push play and I will show you the answers. Okay, friends, I'm so proud of you for working hard. If you didn't finish, go back and finish. If you can't do them all, do a few and then check those, then do a few more. But it's not gonna help you guys to just look at the answers. Okay, that's why I normally don't do this. Okay, all right. So I'm going down. Here are the answers for those ones, okay? Pause the video so that you can go through and check to see what you got. You'll notice that they don't put their zeros, so I'll draw those in for you really quick. They just leave a little gap, but I'll put the 0 in to make sure you guys have the spot. Okay, take your time, review your answers, fix any ones that have mistakes, and then you're all finished with math for the day. Okay, guys? All right, friends. If you're having a really hard time and need my help on something, please text me or have your mom or dad email me and I will get to you for sure, okay? So I just don't want you to be nervous or worried if something is tricking you up. Okay, guys? All right, have a great rest of your day and I will see you at language video. Okay, bye-bye.